Summer is getting closer and closer, and if you've been around in the print-on-demand space for a little while, then you might well know that the closer you get to the middle of the year, the higher your sales get as well. They sort of slowly creep up because, I mean, it makes sense. During summer, more people run around in t-shirts, and there's also a ton of topics that are really relevant in summer, and a lot of those topics fall into the month of June. So in this video, I'm going to show you various different niches that you can target to help increase your traffic and your sales in June. Niche number one is a very big one, a massive trend, not just in June, but throughout the whole year really. It's LGBTQ or Pride, Gay Pride, and the month of June is actually Pride Month. So this will be celebrated even more through these t-shirts. At the moment, we can already see a 50 KBSR on two of the best sellers. And notice as well that Flying Research has added a new feature. It's this score number right here, which is underneath each design. And the score, first of all, it goes from 0 to 100, and the higher the number, the better the design, or the higher the potential with this sort of design idea. From my understanding, they generate the score pulling from various different data sets. So we've got the published since number right here, 38 days ago. We've got the review count, the average BSR, the current BSR, all of those numbers, they play into the score. And this one has got a really high score of 90 because it's very recently posted. That will be one factor to it. This design is doing extremely well, even though it is so new. Whereas if we move over to the next one, this design has been around for 1,700 days. And in that time, it's only accumulated 19 reviews, which is not amazing. Even though it's doing well right now, it had an average BSR of 999,000 for the past 30 days. So yeah, this design doesn't seem to be amazing. Although the BSR might make you think it is amazing, no, it's actually really old and it doesn't always sell that well. So this score should give you a bit of a hint as to what to look into further and closer. If the score's really low, there's probably not too much potential is what I'm trying to get at. One thing to note as well, this one is Harry Potter inspired. Do not copy this, even though it's got a good score. This is definitely infringing on Harry Potter intellectual property, so stay away from that. And if we scroll down further, one thing that I definitely wanted to mention here within this niche is that you're going to see a lot of designs where there's different objects in rainbow colors. So here it's literally just dots, here it's lightsabers, once again not allowed, but the general idea there that you can take on board for your own designs is take objects that relate to people's interests and color them in rainbow colors. I've literally done this before. I've just taken a silhouette that relates to people's interests, pasted it on a shirt multiple times, and put the pride flag colors onto those silhouettes, and it's sold. So it doesn't always have to be complicated. Obviously that's not going to work for every niche, especially the highly competitive ones. You're going to struggle. Sometimes you can get some easy sales that way. So look through this niche, look for some inspiration, and I hope you can get some sales for this trend. You're definitely going to have to sub niche down and cross niche because it is highly competitive, but the interest, the demand is definitely there, and it is very, very high. Niche number two is bourbon, because it is National Bourbon Day on June 14th. So definitely going to be some more interest in this specific beverage around that time. It's already quite a good evergreen niche that sees a lot of sales throughout the year. So we've got an 80k bestseller right here and quite a few more designs around the 100 and 200k mark. Just so you know, this phrase right here is not allowed. It's very dangerous to sell this on Amazon, especially it says that's what I do. I drink bourbon and I know things. That phrase itself is taken out of Game of Thrones, and people just swap out the word bourbon with lots of different things and hobbies. So just ignore that one. It might get you rejections or your accounts removed in future, even though this has been up for ages. Like, it doesn't mean you're safe, unfortunately. Amazon is just not very I don't know, they're not very predictable, let's say, with how they police their marketplace. But yeah, scrolling down, I mean, one theme that you can definitely see is a lot of these designs feature cigars as well. So those two definitely seem to mix well for people. So you could make designs that are cross-niching cigars and bourbon. I also liked this design right here. Whilst it's just a simple text-based one, it says, "and pet the dog." So that gives you an idea to, once again, do various different cross-niching, drink bourbon, pet the dog. You can mix it with other hobbies. It doesn't have to be dogs. It could be cats, it could be gardening, I don't know, just think of various different things that might apply here or suit bourbon lovers. Maybe not gardening so much, but you know, get the idea. Cross niche it with different topics. Same here, the American flag, cigars, bourbon, guns, and freedom. So maybe rather than copying the exact same words, what else could you swap them out for? That might also apply right here. And yes, so interesting niche, definitely some cool designs right here that you could sort of spin further and try and generate your own ideas with, and I hope you can get some sales in the bourbon niche. Next up, niche number 3 is Juneteenth, and this is always one of the biggest trends and best performing niches when it comes to June, because this is it's being celebrated on the 19th of June. At the moment, a lot of these designs that are specifically aimed at Juneteenth are not going to do well. I'm recording this the middle of April, so it's too far away, right? But this one right here looks really cool. The sort of using the red, yellow, and green color scheme in form of a lion definitely looks really nice. And could probably work for other animals as well. So take that as inspiration. There is a lot of designs that are very similar that say Juneteenth 1865 because of my ancestors were not free, and July the 4th is crossed out. So that might be a design that you will see selling really well, but if I had to guess, every second design in this niche is probably with that phrase, so you're going to have way too much competition there. I think you're going to have to look through this and find some more sub-niche, cross-niche ideas. We've got it crossed with religion right here, we've got it crossed with unicorns, obviously we saw the lion at the top, we've got Black King nutritional facts. Now this is not directly aimed at Juneteenth with the color scheme and everything, but those sort of designs, you could also include that keyword and pick up some extra sales during this trend. We've got all African king, right? You could probably swap that out for dad, mum, you know, different family members. You could do family matching designs. We've got it crossed with gaming right here. Again, this phrase is very common, so maybe already overdone, but again, crossing it with a hobby might be an idea. You could cross it with job titles. So we've got nurses right here, and lots more design ideas if we scroll down further. A lot of these messy hair bun designs also seem to do well. You could do some designs aimed at women, at girls, at boys, stuff like that. These rainbows do look really nice as well and are fairly easy to create. So you've got a variety of options. It is once again one of the biggest trends in June. It is also highly competitive, so it's not going to be the easiest to stand out in with your designs, but that's not to say it's impossible, and especially if you have access to ads. I know from my print on demand Discord server that a lot of people have been getting access recently to ads, so this is definitely something worth trying out. If you have a unique design that hasn't been done a million times before, just advertise it ahead of time, take the bids a bit higher to pick up those sales early leading up to the actual trend, where your design will then rank higher and it'll be easier to pick up a lot of sales in a short time. So definitely look through this, try and find some inspiration, maybe also look at other niches and try and look at design ideas that you might be able to cross with this trend by using just the color scheme, right? That might be an idea as well. So have fun with this niche, and let's move on to the next one. Moving on to a less competitive niche, on June 27th, it's actually PTSD Awareness Day. So this awareness topic right here will see an increase in sales. It's barely selling at the moment, which, it's just not one of those popular ones that sells all year round. Very normal with some of these awareness topics. And the color scheme right here is teal. You see right here, I wear teal for my brother, PTSD awareness. And as usual, we see rainbows, we see American flags. Well, this is obviously due to the PTSD fact. You're going to see more sort of military related design styles doing well, and we've also got the ribbons, which are always very common. Teal, there's not really a teal t-shirt design on Amazon, but you could still use the light blue to create a design for that is completely white, you know, just white letters, white heart, white ribbon, that sort of stuff, and then select the light blue color as the only shirt that's available for purchase, and that way you're going to stand out a bit in these search results, because all of these are pretty much on black. We've got a few on white, but that's about it. So that's just a quick tip right here to perhaps stand out, and I hope this sort of smaller, less competitive trend in June can help you pick up a few sales. Next up, we've got family cruise, and this is sort of one suggestion amongst many, because family vacations and family reunions are generally going to be very popular when it comes to summer, but the family cruise niche is interesting because there's lots and lots of potential to cross niche. You're going to see mainly designs that say family cruise or Cruise Squad 2023, right, for the current year. That definitely makes sense and is going to make it easier to get sales for this year, but then the year after those designs would drop off, so that's a bit annoying. If you're thinking evergreen long-term passive income, that might not be the best idea. If you need short-term sales, if you're in a lower tier and you're not really bothered, then yeah, adding 2023 to your listing and to your design can definitely help you out. But you should, in my opinion, take it a step further to make it easier to get sales in a sense, because as you can see right here, there's one design, Family Cruise Caribbean 2023. So you can target a specific area that people are doing their cruise in. I saw a different one for the right here, Mediterranean Sea as well. You could do it for other sort of topics you could mix it with. For example, Juneteenth. Why not take that color scheme and just add it to one of these designs and mix it with those keywords as well, because it falls into the same sort of time frame. Some people might be doing a Juneteenth cruise, who knows? That's just me thinking out loud. I'm not sure if you're going to get sales if you do that. It is just an idea for you to consider. I mean, we've got a Mardi Gras one right here that just shows that with certain holidays you can mix and match these sort of vacation shirts as well. So this definitely good idea. Look into family reunions as well. That's another topic where people want to buy a matching outfit for everyone, and there's definitely potential there, and these definitely see a lot more interest in summer than they do during winter. So have fun designing for this, and yeah, let's move on. Niche number 6, and once again, this is a big one. I did say there is tons of really good niches in June, and this niche, Father's Day, is probably one that I get the most sales in general in June and throughout the year. It's not because I design specific designs for Father's Day, it's just that I have a lot of designs that are aimed at men. Tons and tons of different topics. It's not just one specific niche. You can cross niche the sort of dad theme or father theme, man, grandpa, like anything. You can cross niche it with so many different topics, endless possibilities. During June, those just get so many more sales, and that is why I think for a lot of people the first few months of the year are sort of low, and then it slowly starts rising towards the middle of the year, where there's all these big holidays like Father's Day, July the 4th, and people are just more interested in t-shirts. So don't forget grandpas either. I know this design right here, Top Grandpa, this is inspired by Top Gun, which you're not supposed to do and is definitely very dangerous, so don't copy that design. But grandpas is definitely another keyword to consider as well if you're creating designs aimed at men. Add that to your description. We've got grandpa, granddad, grandfather, right? Just think of different variations that people might type in. Not everyone calls their grandpa. They have different names for it, so take that into consideration as well. We do see a lot of designs with this Godfather design style, which again is not safe. It does refer to a very famous movie. It's an older movie, so I'm guessing a lot of people might not know it, but you can't rip off that logo and expect to be safe on Merch by Amazon, so bear that in mind as well. We've got watermelon right here mixed with dad, so you can literally just use the word dad, swap out the O. For various different silhouettes, for fruit, for food, hobby related silhouettes. You can put animals in there. Tons and tons of ways to easily create loads and loads of designs that would work for Father's Day and then also the rest of the year as well. My designs that sell well for Father's Day, for example, also sell really well at Christmas during Q4. So this is definitely a target audience that you do not want to ignore, because it can get you sales all year round and during multiple holidays of the year. This next niche is actually one that I got from Juna, or the idea for this, because he mentioned it in one of his videos, and that is weddings, because June, July and August are essentially some of the most popular months of the year for people to have weddings, and I'm actually going to one myself this year. I think it's in July, not in June, but nevertheless, this is a great niche to target during June, or to get designs out right now, early, ahead of time, and to get hopefully some more sales during the summer months. Weddings obviously have various different ways you can approach it. You can do designs that are specifically aimed for the wedding day. We've got the groom right here. I saw some bride designs as well that were doing well, and then we've got this style, Be Me, I'm Getting Married, which I'm assuming is meant for bachelor parties beforehand. You could do bachelorette designs as well, and that way create some funny t-shirts that people might want to purchase for that. Groom's drinking team, so that might be a funny outfit for people to wear at the wedding. We can see the groom father again ripping off the Godfather, so unfortunately this is not allowed. But ring bearer, so once again, this is a really good example of niching down. You could look at the different roles during a wedding and then target each of those roles, or check out those sub niches, see how many results they have, whether there's potential or not, and then create some funny designs around those topics. So yeah, I mean, lots of possibilities and definitely lots of potential during the summer months, so do not ignore the wedding niche. Niche number 8 is Alzheimer, because it's Alzheimer Awareness Month during June, and the color scheme for this is purple, and a very common sort of element of these designs is elephants, so definitely do consider that. It's also worth uploading to purple t-shirts right here. Some of these people have already jumped onto that, but you can definitely, if you create designs, just create multiple listings if you have the slots for various different sort of background colors in a sense. And yeah, so I'm not going to talk about this much because I have mentioned awareness topics a ton, and they're often quite similar in their design style or what sort of people they target. So take a further look into this, try and find some cool ideas to come up with designs here, and I hope it can help you get some extra sales while it's trending in June. And a quick bonus niche, on the 23rd of June, it is Women in Engineering Day, and I think this poses quite an interesting opportunity to create designs for female engineers, because most engineers, you probably can guess, are male, and a lot of these designs, if we look through the engineering niche, don't have the word woman in it, or female or something like that. Like future engineer right here, you could make that sort of design as well and just put future female engineer. Maybe it's quite an interesting one because it's so male dominated that not a lot of people would consider creating designs for the women as well. And I think while there is a holiday related to women in engineering, there will definitely be potential for t-shirt sales. Now, will it be massive potential compared to some of the other niches I've recommended to you? No, but if you cross niche any of these design ideas, or a lot of these design ideas with women or for women, make them for women, I think there's potential there. And yeah, I just wanted to point this out for you because it's one of those a bit more under the radar. It's not a massive holiday or anything, but I think it could help you create some evergreen designs that sell all year around. If you sell print on demand products on Etsy, then you will definitely benefit from watching this video next, where I show you multiple ways to save massive amounts of time.